Hey everybody, AmperRepairGuy.com, 203-892-4119. Please like, share, and subscribe. Really appreciate it. So, have another Ameritron Al-811h here. Bias mod was already done. I'm going to pull the socket assembly out, ground the grids right to the metal, add the gas discharge tubes down there. I will remove the MOV on the board and also the gas discharge tube off the board. Parasitic board's getting changed. One of the resistors flashed at some point and it's all overheated underneath. The plate choke is okay, it's just the resin they put on it to hold the windings in place was dirty. So I'm going to get to work and I will show you it when it's all done. Got a brand new set of Penta tubes. Awesome company. Got 572s. The only way I'll work on one of these is if you put in 572. So I'll be back, so stay tuned. Okay, so I went ahead and compressed the socket clips, cleaned them with the Oxit Gold, added the gas discharge tubes. 3 of the nuts were actually finger tight between the old grid connection and ground stock, and the newer ones. It goes, if the grids are ground, it goes between the grid connection and the screw. So I go directly to the metal. I drill 4 holes, use a 632 screw with a kep nut, nice and tight. Resoldered some of the filament connections, and that's it. All 4 sockets are in parallel, so you only need 2, one per side of the filament. And only 3 of the pins per socket are used. 2 for the filament, 1 is for the grid. 1 connection is not used, so that's why it's really important to have a good connection between that one grid pin and the chassis. Okay, so I also tightened up on all the standoffs, they were loose. So I'm going to go ahead and reinstall it. See you guys soon. Oh, one last thing. Also, almost forgot. It comes with a super short screw. I always put a longer screw in. Sometimes the ceramic can actually break because it's only catching a couple threads. So you have the there's an internal tooth cross washer / lock washer. Goes on first, goes through, and then there's a plastic insulator washer on the other side, and then the plate choke. Alright, so see you guys soon. So I also removed the metal oxide varistor from the board and the gas discharge tube. The idea here is, by having them right at the sockets, if a tube did flash, it's less likely to happen with 572s, but you never know. I put them in there, so if someone doesn't listen at some point, or if the owner of the amp sells it to someone else and they try to put 811s in and they flash, which happens a lot with the 811s, all the way from the flash from the plate to the filament, instead of going all the way back, through the wires that connect to the sockets for the filament, instead of going all the way back, through the choke and the filament choke and up through the trace to get to the gas discharge tube, just brings it to ground right at the base of the sockets. So less likely to damage the board, and I've 1 per side instead of just 1. So I'm going to get back to work and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, so I'm back with the completed Ameritron Al-811h, tested on all bands. I don't recommend using these on 17 meters. You can end up with issues with the plate choke. So ended up tightening a bunch of the hardware. Did everything below the tube sockets you saw. Got a brand new set of Penta tubes. Got a new Parasitic board. And this thing's all set, ready to go. So if you need an amplifier repaired, feel free to give me a call. Phone number is 203-892-4119. And the website is AmperRepairGuy.com. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. Lots more to come. 73.